Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. So yesterday I did a video I uploaded about the major, like 50% increase based on a study of Black people unaliving themselves for the first time ever, 50%. And the clip that I was sent, it says more young Black Americans taking their lives amid lack of resources. Really now? Resources, let's see. Food, clothing, shelter, employment, things like that, just basic necessities. And I was checking, I'm sure you've heard about this receipt that's going around. Here it says food insecurity rates are often higher for Black communities due to historical discrimination, social, economic, and environmental challenges. The challenges include structural racism, discrimination. We have few opportunities for good jobs, fair pay, making it harder to afford healthy food. And then we got so many members of the TDG, the tear down group, that when someone tries to get something going, we want to tear it down. Oh, we excel at it. So I am convinced that a lot of people in our lovely community, they love poverty. They associate Blackness with poverty, and that's why it's hard to build. Why? They won't patronize a professional business owner. They'll steal from it. Or guess what? Pookie and Ray Ray are safe, but guess what? The business owner may get killed. Yeah. And you wonder why I say at times it's just not worth worrying about. You'll be worrying we can be concerned. Don't lose any sleep. You have to go on with the positive people. Leave the TDGs alone. So a lot of people hollering about Kamala, go Kamala. Oh, she's a woman. That's right. She's Black and she's not. I've never heard her say she was Black. I've heard her say she's Asian and Indian. Well, the father's not Jamaican. The man is, I understand he was born there. But if you look at him, it's not like he's, Jamaica man. There are no dreads in his head. Not saying that that's the only qualifier. But it's not like, he looking like Bob Marley in the crew. Audita Marley. Yeah, not even. But hey, identify with whom you will. But let's talk about what blue can do for you. And it amazes me, if you think politics are going to save you, no, it's critical thinking skills. So let's talk about that infamous receipt. What? It says an illegal migrant from Venezuela left her receipt at the grocery store, so the cashier took a photo. So if you look at the receipt, she's basically, she's at the grocery store and the BANK. Oh yeah, she going to the bank, all right. I never heard of this. An EBT cash balance, FS, stands for food stamps. It's food stamp balance. $13,401.82. And I got my magnifying glass just to be sure. So the number I'm seeing, EBT, and that's the food stamp thing. Program is called EBT. EBT-FS, I'm assuming food stamp balance. Not $13, $13,401.82. Hold on. I have never heard of this in my life. It's on here, it says EBT cash balance. Where the hell is she getting the check from? EBT cash balance, $4,498.85. Girl, you an illegal immigrant. What are you even allowed to work? What kind of job do you have? Oh, let me guess. Haven't worked, haven't paid in, but guess what? Hitting the taxpayers' money again, hitting those taxpayer pockets. 13,000. The food stamp balance. So to buy the food on her card, 13,000. The balance 13,041.82 cents. Is she feeding a small village or a school? What's up? And look at all these Black women sitting up around her. My food stamps is cut off. Oh, there's a problem with my food stamps. We have our seniors. How the heck somebody getting $60 and $23? What you gonna do with that? EBT cash balance, $4,490.85. If you got money for that, you got money for reparations, don't you? Because our ancestors did build the country under the threat of death. and other things. Is this what blue can do for you? And you wonder why they're running over here. I don't blame them. 13,000? Look at all the Americans that are sitting up here homeless and hungry, and especially in the BC. Look at the veterans, women, a cash balance 4,000. How long is she getting this for? Who determined this? And like the video I did about their opening up for the first time in New York, well, the first time in 15 years, the what NYCHA, the New York City Housing Authority, open up the Section A voucher program. Jeepers for housing. That's mighty funny because if you notice, it was only opened up, interesting, for the first time in 15 years. You would think we don't have any homeless Americans, but no. I found it interesting. It was opened up when the illegal immigrants were kicked out of the hotels and shelters. So then all of a sudden, NYCHA opens up first time in 15 years. Oh, and by the way, Americans don't get too excited if you're going through hard times and maybe even on the list. Are you going to race down there? Yeah, they said they're gonna cherry pick. What does that tell you? Sounds like if you're counting on it, some people might be like that man that was in Chicago. Black man went to get on the housing program due to hard financial times. What did they tell him? Oh, you can apply for it, sir, but you're going to be waitlisted because we have been told to make the illegal immigrants a preference. Prioritize them. So much for your tax dollars. Americans are even working. I don't care what nationality and need food stamps and can't get them. I saw one little Becky Young. The girl has room, but didn't even have a car. On a low paying job, they told her she doesn't qualify because she was what? Oh, yeah, you're like $3 over. What the hell? You got to be kidding me. Food banks are running on empty. Why? Because the cost of living is so high. Everything is up, the rent, the mortgage, the insurance, everything is up but that paycheck. So once they pay the bills, not enough money for food. Then some people can buy food when they get that paycheck, but they're alternating. So then I've seen families doing this, all different nationalities. Americans, well, didn't get paid this week, so this week, what about food? Off to the food bank. So buy groceries for 2 weeks, next 2 weeks food bank, and alternate. But then the food banks are running dry, and you wonder why. The illegal immigrants don't need to be up there, honey, especially in New York. How the hell do you justify this? Where can Americans go and get this kind of treatment? It sounds like to me it's some fools running the show. Where the heck can the Americans go and get this kind of treatment? 13,000 in food. Are you running a restaurant? $5,000 EBT cash balance. So if they get that for a year, that's $60,000. You sure as hell won't be homeless. I mean, you won't be living in Soho, Battery Park, Manhattan, or you can find something. This is tax. What are we going to work for? We want to work for everybody else but us. Taxpayers' dollars. Americans losing a home, homelessness, evictions, doubling up. Went to a place I've never seen. Been going there for 8 years. They are no longer taking furniture. What do you call it? When you donate things? Like, what the heck is going on? Where's all this furniture coming from? Well, geez, I told a friend of mine, maybe because of the foreclosures. They've been sending for a minute now. Homes been in free foreclosure. The next thing you know, it's in foreclosure, so got to move out, put on the sidewalk. People doubling up, getting evicted, can't afford the rent, walk away from the apartment. So when you're going to stay with someone, if you're lucky, or you go back and stay home, how are you going to put a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom home or your 1-bedroom apartment in somebody else's house? You lucky to have a room. So maybe that's where the furniture's coming from. Got to get rid of it. Oh, put them in storage. There are people that have done that thing. Oh, it's going to get better. And I'm going to put my things in the storage, get on my feet. And then they see that the job is not there. Anybody working for Intel, you saw what happened, right? They're laying off thousands. I heard a number of 15,000 blows my mind. So where can the Americans go? Looking at this for an illegal immigrant leaving the receipt. Oh, a slap in the face. What about the Americans? Unbelievable. But don't forget, so don't come looking at me want to holler crazy, oh, because I don't have on my Camel pom poms. Do you, pumpkin? Do you? Food insecurity rates are often high for Black communities due to historical discrimination, social, economic, and environmental challenges. It includes food deserts, discrimination, structural racism. I guess they forgot to add, and also I think what they should add for any Americans, and don't forget, illegal immigrant preference. That's what I think they should add. This is, and you wonder why they're over here? Hell, I would go too if I was from a depressed country, sitting up there broke as a joke. This seems like treasonous to me. It seems un-American. It's just stupid. But the Americans are sitting up here suffering, and none of the politicians are saying a word. None of them. They may talk about it, but let's hear about some remedies. None. So I thought the stimulus check was over. I guess the heck it's not. It looks to me it's a stimulus check for the illegal immigrant. Again, look on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. You've probably seen this. It says EBT balance. I'm assuming EBT food stamp balance, $13,401.82. The EBT cash balance, what the heck? $4,498.85. So we know one thing's for sure is that this Venezuelan will not hasn't paid a dime in, just showed the hell up. So don't come talking to me, especially come to Black people tomorrow. We want a handout. We built this damn country. This is really pissing me. We want a handout. A handout? Everybody get the handout but us. You're looking for a handout. If you're hardworking, good luck. Now, maybe you've got some children out of wedlock, you might can sign up for that. But let me tell you something. See, some of these programs that some people have been relying on, when you get with a man who creates a fatherless home, good luck, chick. That's running out. It's drying up. I can be telling you it's about resources. When Americans want something, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Stop complaining. Ha ha. People have a right to complain. Where's my handout? A handout. Wow. Americans are looking for a handout. The government can't support you. Then why the hell are you supporting some illegal immigrants? This is just, it's unbelievable. Is this what blue can do for you? All the people can't afford groceries, going to work every day, can barely afford it. Man, I mean, again, if they would go ahead and give Americans one like that, but don't forget, during the pandemic, we got $1,400, and the first time I couldn't even get that because I was checking. You heard about the check, right? So you go online to the IRS thing, the thing, and check it, and then it lets you know that you don't qualify, you can't get the benefit or something. Ain't that great? And only the time I did is when I didn't work for you because I got injured. But hey, you got a big old woo whoop de woo, $1,400. What you gonna do with that? You can do maybe a little something, and $1,400. Oh, you got it again. Now, some people when they had those children, they were getting extra money. I think it was like what was it, 300 per kid? That was crazy. I was like, wow. So some of them got nice little pull up. But don't come talking to me like you done gave me a $1,400. I'm supposed to do a cartwheel. Like you really doing something. Looks like the illegal immigrants got more than $1,400 just based upon this EBT cash balance. $4,498.85. EBT food stamp balance, $13,401.82. Make it make sense, people. I'm sure if a lot of people had that $5,000 a month, then guess what? They probably wouldn't be homeless right now. You think? Veterans, put your life on line for the country. I've been telling you, they're gonna flip the script like that in Chicago. You're gonna find America's homeless. Oh, the illegal immigrants are in the park, not for long, sweetheart. They're in the park, not for long, sweetheart. They're gonna flip the script on you. It's gonna be the American up in the park, and they sitting up in the house. Cha-ching! They're gonna have their American dream, and we're looking at a nightmare. Because what I can see of the politicians for the Americans, these suckers don't care. Let me know what you think. This is just mind blowing. This is mind blowing. All these little folks when they got these, what do you call this? That SBA loan. I told you about that story. Dusty Day. Uh, Brad, the hardworking man. Look what happened. Business went under. Oh, too bad. They wanted to go ahead and see what equipment you have left. Accelerate that loan. And what happened to you, bruh? They were going to attach your home. Illegal migrant from Venezuela left her receipt at the grocery store, so the cashier took a photo. EBT food stamp balance $13,481.82. EBT cash balance $4,498.85. Most Americans can't even cover a $400 emergency. I saw a man, he said after he paid his bills, guess how much he had left? He did a video on it. 45 cents. Lord have mercy. Yet millions of Americans can't afford groceries, gas, and rent. Let me know what you all think, because something about this to me, Americans first, I think it stinks. And I'm out. Simply said on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit that cash app. I'm out. Unbelievable.